Yo, welcome everyone. On the daily time frame, Bitcoin is forming quite a significant ascending triangle, but it can definitely be a major trap. Let me show you. Now, remember from our yesterday's video about a symmetrical triangle. What we did right here, connecting our higher lows and connecting our lower highs, it definitely gave us another triangle. And this triangle, of course, clearly right now, it is getting a successful breakout straight towards the upside. What was our first very important price target? We talked about our liquidity level exactly at this specific high at approximately 71,800 US dollars, where Bitcoin is trading clearly right now as we speak. Additionally, let's go with the Bitcoin liquidation heat map right here on the 1 week time frame. It really does look like Bitcoin is right now as we speak pushing towards the upside directly into quite a significant liquidations cluster, literally coming in exactly above the recent high. And not only that, on the move towards the upside, surprisingly, or maybe even not, people are definitely getting liquidated. Look right now at the biggest green candle towards the upside. Right here, we also definitely got quite a significant liquidation spike. So right now, ideally, of course, Bitcoin is pushing higher. We are liquidating a lot of capital directly from the entire cryptocurrency market. And of course, also, as we said before, some people maybe right now are even looking at the ascending triangle right here on the daily time frame. What could potentially go wrong? Because later in the video, not only I'm going to show you why personally I'm not looking for any breakout trades right here, but also don't get me wrong, if we do go higher right here, I do remain in my long trades on Bitcoin right here and also on Ethereum. But the reality is, where we are as right now, no way I would look to fire another brand new long or buy trade. And let me right now show you exactly why this specific triangle right here can actually be quite a significant trap that a lot of people are going to look and trade. Because remember, retail traders really love trading patterns, and where they are firing long trades exactly on the breakouts and looking for a long or a buy position on the breakout right here, it simply means you're late to the party. Usually you want to be longing at the areas of support and not really at the areas of resistances. So that is why, of course, the only trade I'm right now interested in, it is simply going to be a brand new short trade. Additionally, is this specific triangle even a valid one? We need to go with our volume indicator, let's just say on the daily time frame. Usually, when we talk about the patterns, you want to see volume going lower and lower and lower. At least right here on the Bybit chart, the volume is not really descending towards some side. Also right now, what if we go on the Coinbase chart? The reality is going to be very, very similar. The volume is not really dropping. We got quite a nice increase in the volume right here in the middle on this specific push towards the upside. But also right now, even if Bitcoin right here, this goes slightly higher above our recent high, remember from our yesterday's video, because we also talked about another very important price target you should be aware of in a case Bitcoin is right now going to break the area of resistance where we are trading as right now. We went on the 4-hourly, we then also went with the anchored VWAP, and we anchored it exactly at this specific high, where we are right now going to notice another very important area of resistance on Bitcoin, aligning exactly with the liquidity level slightly above the triangle. Now, to be honest, ideally, Bitcoin won't push towards this specific area simply because of our bearish Elliott wave count I still want to talk about in this video. But nevertheless, definitely, if we do get right here another push up above the recent high directly towards the anchored VWAP, it is, in my opinion, once again, not really the smartest idea for you to be looking to go with another long or buy position, for you to simply be trading the breakout out of this specific ascending triangle. That is right now why I would really appreciate if you smash up the like button right here, because 1000 likes are definitely possible. And of course, also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now, let's talk about our recent price action here, let's just say on the 1 hourly time frame, and also at the area where Bitcoin is trading at this specific time. In yesterday's video, we already talked about it. We do have quite an important level that you should really pay attention to above the recent high, because it is going to be our liquidity level. Even if you're in my free VIP Discord server, you probably know about this specific chart I posted yesterday in the evening, where I simply said, if Bitcoin pushes higher, we'll be looking at this zone of resistance next. It could potentially offer a nice short opportunity on a successful liquidity grab. And what does that exactly mean? We are right now definitely hitting our liquidity level already, but also we definitely need to go with the 0.786 and also with the daily high term time from area of resistance coming in at approximately 72,660 US dollars. Because this specific level right here is also going to be another very important one, especially when we are then combining later in the video the money flow indicator, the MACD indicator, and also the RSI indicator. But also right now, we go with our Fibonacci retracement from our swing high back towards the swing low, and it really does look like the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement level on Bitcoin is coming in approximately this specific area. No, it still has not been hit, but nevertheless, if we are going to go right here just slightly higher towards the upside, we not only have the 0.786, but also the daily high-term time frame area of resistance with a very simple and an easy invalidation level exactly above the recent high. The moment Bitcoin breaks our resistance, the moment we go above our recent high, of course, in this scenario, our bearish LA wave count we are talking about for the past few days right here is going to get invalidated. But the reality right now is, with the entire push towards the upside, you be the judge, but at least in my opinion, this specific push down definitely looked slightly more impulsive versus the one that we are having right now with this entire rotation back towards the upside. And that is right now simply why this push towards the upside could simply be some kind of an ABC correction, which right now means we are probably forming our second elite wave, unless once again we go above the recent high. If Bitcoin breaks this high, the bearish elite wave count right here is going to get invalidated, but at least now we are pushing towards the upside. The price action is looking kinda choppy, and also right now, what if we go with our volume indicator? You be the judge, but at least in my opinion, Bitcoin is definitely pushing up, volume is going lower and lower and lower, not only on the 2-hour time frame. The same thing is going to be visible on the 4-hour time frame. Volume dropping lower and lower and lower, Bitcoin pushing higher and higher and higher, directly into a very important area of resistance. And that is of course also one of the reasons why looking for a long or a buy position at this specific zone is really not going to be the smartest idea. We are pushing up on low volume, and not only that, let's go right now with the RSI, money flow, and also the MACD indicator. Literally, all of those indicators are having right now potentially a setup for a bearish divergence. What does that mean? We are getting a higher high on the Bitcoin price, lower high on the money flow, lower high on MACD, and also potentially right here on the RSI, if we do get right here a push down, it is also going to be another bearish divergence. So those indicators right here, in my opinion, are not really looking super bullish for Bitcoin, knowing that we are definitely trading at some kind of a very important area of resistance. That is right now why, if you're looking for a brand new trade right here, you can very simply create an account on B2X exchange without KYC and without VPN. You register, you deposit, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus completely for free, which simply means you deposit 1,000, you trade once, and you're going to get 200 USDT completely for free. You deposit 2,000, you trade once, you get 400 USDT completely for free, but also the more you're going to trade, the bigger rewards you're going to get using the stack link down below. No KYC, no VPN, after you register and after initial deposit. Right now, let me also show you another, some kind of a bearish indication happening on the Ahler stochastic CG oscillator on the 2-hour time frame. This indicator, when we are forming potentially a double top or a double bottom pattern, is definitely quite a significant reversal indication. We are getting right here some kind of a double top pattern, which is unfortunately going to be another some kind of a bearish Bitcoin indication. Not only that, if you are following me on Twitter, you definitely know about this specific post I made only 13 hours ago, where I actually said Bitcoin has 2 liquidation clusters above the recent highs at around 72,000 and 74,000. That simply means if we go right now higher above this specific high, we are also going to hit another liquidations cluster. However, it also does look like that the largest one sits below the recent lows at around 65,000 US dollar area. So it really does look like, in terms of liquidations, we are going to liquidate more people if Bitcoin is going to get another push down, maybe even the area where we are trading as right now. Now, again, do not get me wrong. I am not saying we need to get a push down right here. If Bitcoin does continue higher, I'm still going to be making money with all of my long trades right here with Ethereum and also with Bitcoin. But again, as we said, because it's going to be quite a significant area of resistance where Bitcoin is as right now, I would simply be more interested to find right here another short or sell trade. Yes, I can get stopped out if we go higher right here, if Bitcoin is going to go above the recent high, but nevertheless, I still do think it's worth taking the risk. Additionally, what is then going to be if, of course, we do get right here a rejection back down, some kind of a confirmation that probably we are expecting on Bitcoin in the upcoming days, the third elite wave, a major push down below 60,000 US dollars. Very simply, remember about our volume levels when we are measuring the entire bottom price action. If Bitcoin right here does get a rejection approximately from the area where we are, maybe slightly higher, we then get a push down going below our value area high. In this scenario, major red flag, bearish indication, sign of weakness, and in this scenario, definitely I would say very high probability we are looking right here for our third element to wait for quite a significant collapse back towards upside. Yes, the reality is when you do go right here with the exponential moving averages, let's just say on the 2 hourly and also on the 1 hourly time frame, it really does look like we are moving right here in an average uptrend. But to be honest, as I said before to you, even though we are right here in some kind of an uptrend, looking for a long trade after such a big push towards the upside, in my opinion, doesn't really make a lot of sense. So again, if you're not in any trades right here, I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to get a rejection back down right here, but in my opinion, looking for another short trade approximately at the area where we are simply does make slightly more sense. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonus using the SAC link down below. No KYC, no VPN. You register, you deposit, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus completely for free, but also the more you're going to trade, the bigger rewards you're going to get using the SAC link down below right here. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.